Okay, Goddess, and I see the vision. Wow, okay. Hi, girls and gays. Today, we're finally getting into Addison Rae's album, and I could not be more excited. Honestly, it feels kind of, I don't know, I feel like the word poignant is like too much, but it feels like kind of poignant that it comes out exactly a year after Brat did. I feel like it's gonna be an Addison Rae summer, and it's just interesting how the time worked out. I have loved every single single so far. I never put out a video to headphones on. I filmed listening to it and I just like never got around to editing it.
I'm sorry! No!
So I'll throw in some clips from that when we get to headphones on so you can see like first reaction. I'm so sorry I did not film listening to Fame is a Gun, and quite honestly, it's my favorite single, so I'm like a little sad that I don't have footage from first time listening to that. As far as the other singles go, Diet Pepsi, Aquamarine, and High Fashion, I'll just give like some updated thoughts on those songs because I've been listening to them a lot since I first filmed listening to them, so yeah. As far as track list and everything goes, we've got 12 tracks. I know there's 2 interludes that are like pretty short, so we're really looking at about 10 tracks, and half of them were singles, so that kind of sucks. I wish there was like a little bit more new material to get into, but it's okay. Producers and writers, the entire thing she made with Luca and Elvira. Those are literally the only 3 people credited on the entire record, which is crazy. I feel like it would have been really easy for her to just work with Charlie and Troy and like their team and just kind of do her thing with them, and it would be obviously really great to have like a Charlie or a Troy collab on here. I would love to see that, but at the same time, like, I'm really glad and I really respect that she just did a complete solo album for her debut. It feels very, I don't know, like kind of a bold choice. I'm excited to get into this. Track number 1 is called New York. Let's go.
Take a bite of the Big Apple.
Oh. Oh, this feels so Charlie. Yeah, this is so Charlie. Oh, the snare coming in. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Oh, that high pitch. Oh, and then it just cuts out at the end. Okay, I really like that. That's a monthly. Okay, I feel like we're really in for one of the albums of the year. Very Charlie coded, much more like club oriented than I feel like a lot of the other singles have been. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to the rest of the album. I want to get into it, and I feel like I could circle back and talk about New York a little bit later. It was really good. I really liked it. I just kind of want to see how it works as an opener with the rest of the track list. Next up is Diet Pepsi. Obviously heard it a million times. I'm just gonna let it play for a little bit.
My cheeks are red like cherries in the spring. Body's so lookable, you don't die to see. So sweet, summer love, sexy.
Obviously Diet Pepsi, huge hit, amazing song. Unfortunately, if I was gonna rank the singles, I think it would be my least favorite. And that's not because it's a bad song. Like, I love this song. I just, in terms of my own personal taste, I think Diet Pepsi is like a little too Lana coded for me. And I like Lana, but I don't know. It was also just the first single from this album. It was like her coming back after dropping Obsessed and having everything leak, and then the EP and whatever. Like, I don't know. This was her kind of coming in and being like, no, like, guys, I'm a serious artist. Which is cool, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's good. She has better. The next track that we have, track 3, is called Money Is Everything. I've already seeing people talking about it on Twitter, so I'm a little bit nervous. It is the shortest song on here that is not an interlude. It's only like barely 2 minutes, so that's my other thing with this album as a whole. I wish she would have done a little bit longer. Like, the only song that's crossing 4 minutes is Headphones On. I wish we had a little bit more to work with. The album's only like 33 minutes, but that's okay. I'm really hoping that she has either like a deluxe or like a remix EP or something, maybe like some collabs coming up, whatever. The next track, track 3, Money Is Everything.
So I never had to rely on a man to take care of me.
Right.
So can a girl just have fun? Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun? Can a girl have fun? Pockets full of sunshine, busting through the sea.
Oh, I'm obsessed with this. Okay, wait. I need to talk about that verse for a second. The name dropping of everyone. The girl I used to be is the girl inside of me. Feels... I could be getting my references wrong, but that feels like a Girl So Confusing remix, Lord Charlie Essex reference, but I feel like it's older than that and I'm just dumb, so if it's a different kind of reference, someone please tell me. The Can a Girl Have Fun is so good. Ooh. Okay, I love that. I love that so much. That's a monthly and a fave, for sure. Oh, Addison. She has such a knack for making something so short feel so full. I do wish it was a little longer, but I feel like she gave us everything that we needed in that. Those shouty vocals that just turn into her like laughing. Oh, that's definitely like something Taylor would do. And I hate that I keep just comparing her to other people with every song, but it just feels like there's something so directly referential from everything she's doing, but it's not in a way that's like negative or reheated nachos or anything. Like, she truly is doing her own thing. The reference points are just so clear.
How could you not say cunt? Like, that's cunt. Like,
I said in the video before when I was listening to Diet Pepsi, High Fashion, and Aquamarine that she just feels like a very good student of pop music. She really knows her history and like the reference points that she's trying to reach, and she definitely reaches them, but not in a way that feels like disingenuous or corny or anything. Yeah, like I said, I love the shouty outro. All those deep sub basses just kind of going crazy. There's just something so cunt about it, and I'm obsessed with that song. Next up is Aquamarine. We're gonna let it play.
The world is my oyster, baby, come touch the pearl. I'm swimming in the sea with the salt in my hair. Kissed by the sun, it's a love affair. Heart of the ocean around my neck. Don't have to see it, you know what's next.
Love, 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 love my girl, Aquamarine. I love the original so much, but also the Aquamarine version. I never filmed listening to it, but love it a lot. My only complaint with it is that the beat doesn't switch up at all. I wish there was like a little bit more movement in it. It starts to not really like drag towards the end because it's still good all the way through. I don't know, I start to get a little bit tired of the beat. I wish it had a little bit more to it. It's so sick that her first live performance was doing Aquamarine with Arca at Coachella in the fucking Minnie Mouse outfit of all things. Like, her fashion choices are truly something. There's just something in this song. It's so like slinky and like sleek, but so fun and so cunt. So yeah, I don't think she's doing transitions, but I'm gonna let Aquamarine finish and then we'll go into track number 5, which is Lost and Found. It's our first interlude. It's only 48 seconds, so. Oh, her setting this up to transition into high fashion. Right. Yeah, she was cute. I mean, it's an interlude. I feel like thematically it definitely helps transition the album a bit. It feels like a true interlude, like there is a purpose for it being there and it's not just whatever. I did really like the kind of ambient, like synth soundscape kind of vibe she was going for. Interesting that she lost herself and found herself, and then we're going into high fashion where it seems like she knows what she wants a little bit more. High fashion, same thing, another single. We're gonna let it play.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. High Fashion is my favorite single. I thought Fame is a Gun would overtake it. Quite honestly, it's my favorite. Unfortunately, High Fashion is still my favorite single. I was just reminded of that in the first minute and 20 seconds of this playing. Oh, just the beat and the details, the lighter flick in the second verse, like Sleigh Boots, House Down. That's it. I'm gonna let this finish out and then we'll get into track 7, which is Summer Forever.
Passion.
Right there. Okay. This feels like almost like a sister song to Diet Pepsi a little bit. That just kind of like sexy, slower vibe a little bit. Loving this instrumental. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I want to be like wine drunk spinning in a circle to this. Ooh. God, pulling the instrumental out always works so well. Like, I just want to sway with, like, you know? Okay, it's hard to tell without headphones on, but I feel like that'll eat in a headphones listen. It sounded like she was doing some isolated vocals at the end with, like, the I Love You So Bad in the right and then everything else kind of in the left. Summer Forever is a monthly. It's not a fave. Honestly, it's probably my least favorite song so far, but I still think it's like a 7.5 out of 10. So if that's the lowest that we're getting on this album, I can't complain. I'm like pretty fucking happy. I feel like I've said everything that I need to say about this song. I feel like it's gonna take a couple more listens. I was kind of not paying attention to the lyrics at all in the first like half of the song, so I really need to go back and like process what's really happening. I like the instrumental a lot. Those drum fills in the first verse. Love. With that like twinkly little hit at the end of it. So good. So good. It's still a good song. I'm gonna listen to it so many times when I listen to this album. Definitely not a skip. So yeah. We're getting down to the last few new songs, unfortunately. Track number 8 is In the Rain. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, she didn't do what I thought she was gonna do. Okay, the main thing that I'm noticing is that when she sings in that higher register, I feel like her voice tends to blend into the instrumental a little bit, so it makes it harder to like decipher what she's saying. And it's not that the mixing is bad or anything, like she still can be heard over everything, it's just she blends a little bit when the frequencies are similar when she's singing in a higher register, but when she drops it a little bit lower, like in this second verse, you can really hear her, and I personally prefer that. So the song wasn't really grabbing me. Now it's starting to a little bit more. are so tight and clean. Yeah, bringing it back a little bit more in the chorus. Oh, Luca and Elvira, such good producers. Is that just her breathing? Yeah, clean it up, take out some of that synth. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Love the piano. Okay, In the Rain is a monthly. Not a fave, but I feel like it'll get there. Okay, I don't know how to say this in a way that will make sense, because it's making sense in my brain, but Addison just feels like the only person doing like pop music right now at this moment in time, in a way that is good and not bland. And yes, this is Tate McRae shade, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know, it feels like everybody else dips into other genres. Like, you get so much R&B from someone like Ari. You get so much like alternative, not necessarily strictly pop stuff from someone like Billie. You get a lot of like pop punk and like rock influence from Olivia. I don't know, Sabrina Carpenter is another one that I feel like is doing more straightforward pop music like this, but I also don't really love her. Addison is really the person doing like pop, like capital P pop music. And it's really working. And I think that's also kind of a testament to Luca and Elvira, because they're such great producers. She has all of these very clear ideas to her, and Luca and Elvira can really get the song to a place of being in reference to certain things without being like a direct copy of it or a sample or anything, which is so cool. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent. Yeah, In the Rain is really cool. I feel like, again, I'm gonna need a couple more listens to it. It's just not my favorite at the moment, but it's not a bad song at all. The next track, track 9, is Fame as a Gun. Like, I don't have a video of my first listen to it. I like did not have time to film and I was too impatient. So that's on me, sorry. Fame as a Gun is so fucking good though. Like, literally, this food is so fucking good, Lois.
This food is so fucking good, Lois.
Ah, okay. Wow.
I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, kind of chat about the song a little bit, and then we can keep going. These synths straight off the bat.
Too many questions, that is my one suggestion. You know I keep it real, I knew it from the start.
Okay, this is such a small thing, and it's kind of my only complaint for the song at large. I wish she did like a lead in when the beat changes. Like, I wish there was a little like,
The appeal.
I wish there was like a little clap or something to lead into it. I don't know why that like bothers me. It just feels like such a classic thing to have like a lead into a beat switch or something, and I wish she would have done it, but it's so minute.
Don't ask too many questions, this is my one confession. And more.
Like, she did it there, the little before we get into the chorus. Oh, I love that, like, I love the stuttering vocoder.
There's no mystery, God gave me the permission. And when you see me,
God gave me the permission. Right.
love is a drug that I can't deny. I'm a dream girl, but you're not my type.
I'm your dream girl, but you're not my type. I'm your dream girl, but you're not my type. I think that's, like, honestly one of the best lines in the entire album. I don't know why, that just does it for me. I'm obsessed with it. Okay. She also talked about in the podcast episode about there being so many, like, details and stuff and things that are not necessarily typical in a pop song. For instance, in Fame as a Gun, when she extends this out. Hold on. Right here. Like, just holding it out and cutting out the beat and just having it be her voice for a second, where she's just holding that U a little longer than it should have been. It's just such a, like, cool choice to make so that it breaks up the song a little bit more. And then also the da-na-na-na-na like comes in not on like a specific like 8 at a weird place. It's like unexpected, and then it comes back in for the chorus again. I don't know, it's just so cool that her music can be like kind of straightforward, but then there's these little details and like choices that are made with the production or with the lyrics or the melody or whatever that differentiate it a little bit, make it grab your ear a little bit more. I just think it's really cool. That's most of Fame is a Gun. I want to move on to Times Like These. Fame is a Gun is amazing. It is my second favorite single. It's very close to High Fashion though. Yeah, track number 10. And this is our last full new track, because after this we have Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters, which is another interlude. So track 10 is Times Like These. Let's get into it.
I know you like when I wear this dress. I feel best when I'm wearing less. I'm so caught up in my head. Wanna take back what I said.
That kind of like atonal piano line happening. Very trip hop, very 90s. Okay.
My life moves faster than me. Am I too young to be this mad? Am I too old to blame my dad? No matter what I try to do, in times like these, it's
Okay. Having this right next to Fame is a Gun is very fitting. I was a little bit like, girl, what is going on with this track list? But I think the further that we get into it, a little bit more I'm like understanding where she's going with it and what's happening. It feels like at the start it was all a bit lighter, like New York, Diet Pepsi, Money Is Everything, Aquamarine feel very just like kind of carefree. And then Lost and Found kind of has this shift. We start to see like I was lost and now I'm found. We get a little bit more serious as we're going throughout the track list and a little bit more like confused and uneasy and whatever. Fame is a Gun definitely like is that turning point where it starts to get a little bit darker of like fame is not necessarily like the easiest and most fun thing in the world. And Times Like These feels like a perfect continuation of that. I'm down, like genuinely, like I'm not up, I'm definitely down right now, but in times like these, like it's how it has to be. Like maybe I need to experience the lows in order to get to the highs. Coming to terms with that a little bit more, and then headphones on. I just need to put my headphones on and listen to my, okay, Addison, Goddessin. Okay, Goddessin, I see the vision. Wow, okay. I felt like that one gif moving shit around right now. We still have half of Times Like These left. Let me finish it. Ooh. Okay, I love that. That's a monthly and a fave. Oh, in the podcast episode, she talked about not doing ballads because that's just like not the type of shit she's on. She was like, I don't listen to sad, slow songs. It's just like not my vibe. I feel like this is as close as we'll ever get to an Addison Rae ballad unless she changes up on that. Yeah, this song like made me a little bit sad, honestly. It definitely was more down-tempoed. I like the song a lot. I want to hear Life's No Fun Through Clear Waters and see what it's giving. Let's just do it. Ooh, a string. Come on. Uh-oh. Like, even just these interludes feel essential to the album. Ooh. Luca and Elvira just have such a way of creating so much texture and dynamic in such a like relatively simple instrumental. You really just have that kind of synth washing over with a string arrangement and the vocal, but it feels so full and like not flat at all. I don't know if that makes sense. And now we're getting to headphones on, which I'll throw in some clips of first listen right here so you can kind of see that, and then we'll come back and we can chat.
But Put your headphones on. Guess I gotta accept the pain. So I put my headphones on. Mom and Dad could have been in love.
Oh, that little.
Pulls me under. You need a cigarette to make me feel better. Every good thing comes my way. Soaking up the rain. Lying my head down. Life's no fun through clear waters. Good ideas till the wheels fall off. You know I can't get enough.
Oh. Yeah, give me a little synth solo. Yeah, okay. At this point, I'm convinced she can't make a bad song.
I am so powerful. My mind, it amazes me sometimes.
Okay. A little bit of updated thoughts on Headphones On. I don't really have any. I feel like the song has just kind of stayed where it's at. Like, I liked it on first listen. It wasn't my favorite single, but I liked it. I don't love getting an album closer as a single because I want to be able to hear how the album is going to close and not necessarily know beforehand. So I was kind of annoyed she put it at the end of the track list, but it totally makes sense why it's here. Yeah, I don't know. I like Headphones On. It's cool. It's a monthly. It's not a fave. Okay, so that was Addison, the debut album by Addison Rae. Sorry, the first and only album by Addison Rae. If she really rebrands and just goes by Addison, I'm gonna be annoyed, but I guess I would prefer that to her never making another album again. It would be insane if she didn't, based on the reception to this and how well it's actually done and like how fucking good the music is. I would be so pissed if we never like genuinely got another album from her. But I still think the rebrand to just Addison and dropping her last name is also like not really the tea, but whatever, I'll digress. The album as a whole is very, very, very good. I'm gonna be obsessed with this for the next 3 weeks probably until Virgin comes out, and then all bets are off. In terms of favorite tracks, everything except for the interludes, Summer Forever, In the Rain, and Headphones On. Summer Forever and In the Rain and Headphones On still have more time to grow. I think Summer Forever and In the Rain especially, just that kind of middle of the album, like I feel like there was a little bit of a lull. High Fashion is so, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. High Fashion is like, feels like the peak of the album, which makes sense because it's directly in the middle of it, but I don't know. Summer Forever and In the Rain like dipped a little bit in terms of like my interest and kind of the energy of the album, and then it feels like it got brought back up by Fame Is a Gone. So I don't know, I think just unfortunate placement for those two. I feel like I would have liked them more if they weren't sandwiched in between literally my two favorite songs on the album. Over time, obviously that could change. I don't know. I'm gonna listen to this literally like immediately as soon as I'm done. I'm gonna go listen to it in my car while I drive, so I will be hard pressed to not have this in my top 5 at the end of the year, quite honestly. A very, very strong debut. Like I said earlier, I'm glad that she didn't go the route of having a bunch of collabs and whatever. She has so much star power right now and so many cool people that she's friends with that she so easily could have, and I like that she didn't. I feel like it's like an album, like truly an album.
You know, my favorite thing about the movie is like it feels like a movie
versus just kind of a collection of songs and like whatever. It feels like there's a through line and a narrative here, and it feels like it truly was put together as like an album, which is really cool, and I appreciate her artistry a lot for that. So yeah, happy Pride everyone, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.